Welcome to Daisy in a semi-winterized state. And then pulling this out. Hey baby, you okay? You want some yum yum? Go sit down and I'll get you some yum yum. What would you like? Yeah, go sit down, I'll get you yum yum. Yeah? This is the back of Daisy, and right here, where this cream unit is here, this is where the bathroom was, along here. All the way up and across to here. This bathroom took up a lot of space. Now bear in mind, I'm not a carpenter. I have done things that work but are not necessarily perfect. Now on the back here, this bit, you're looking at her not at a show, you're looking at her just as this is winter. These two panels along here are completely removable, they're not plugged, they're not screwed in, and that is so you can get access straight to the backlights if you ever need to rewire them, any problems like that. This is a 6-foot bed, and you can see my children love to spill things on them, so that's why they haven't been covered. We used loose sheets that could then be pulled off and washed. And then all these covers can come off to be washed as well, which was a job that was to do. So this is probably one of my favourite places to sit and look out the window. It's a really lovely area. Up here we've got coat hooks, and here is the base for what would be the shelf running all the way around, which was one of the last jobs. And here we've got the dinette. This area here is set up as a dinette right now, but this pulls out to about here, and so you could have a 4-foot single here and a 6-foot single there that we've used with the boys, or you can drop this down, pull this across, and it's a double bed, or you can tuck this underneath this so it's hidden away, and in here are some little bits of wood I've made to just go across here, and then we've got some extra cushions that go here, and then it's a single and an L-shaped, and you can even extend it out here, L-shaped seating, which it shows and things, and when you're just messing around, it's actually quite nice to have this big huge L seating at the back. And then we've had it as an L seating, and say we want to sit down and eat some dinner, you just pop this back on, no biggie. So this is the back of the caravan with the door round to the centre. So up here we've got the awning poles, the extended bunk there, and tucked in there is the awning. Here's the wardrobe, really helpful storage above, and the humongous 6 by 6 foot bed. Now you can see they're all just shoved in at the moment because they're normally resting up away from all the sides. So how she would have been was she would have stopped about here on the bed, and these seats fold back half size so that they're like occasional seating that you can then open up to have a 6-foot single. But I changed it up a little bit and went, well, why not have a 6-foot bed? Big huge bed. It's great to leave up when you're gallivanting around for the day. You just leave this big massive bed up. Great fun. And also these create an extra little storage bays in here. There's a drawer under there, and then 2 large lockers at the front. This can either be set up as a table and chairs, and you can sit a lot of people comfortably here, or the big bed. So around here, oh actually while I'm at the back, going up, you've got the lockers up the top, and these are actually quite deep, and then you've got really helpful, there's that needs painting, it's all fixed now but it needs painting. Really big, these shelves, you can fit a lot of stuff on there when you're away. That's the other shelf. Then coming back round, seeing all painted, newest skylight fitted in. Now these lamps, these were missing in Daisy, so these are 1950s, very well known apparently pattern, and they're wired that they've got a little hole at the back that you could thread through some wires for 12 volt, but we just drop in candle lights. You can see the hole for it still here. The gas was wrecked here. This was all a bit of a bashed up unit, so we didn't do it. That's for your food storage, and then in there is plates. Here are all our rally packs and all the rallies she's done. It's not actually all of them, because I think they've run out of some of these, because it's very popular. Down here, this is the kitchen. Just to see if I can get a better view. Here's the kitchen. Now, we've got in here a big cupboard, which you could put a fridge in, and I wanted to put a shelf in there, and a really good cubby hole there. I put the fire blanket and things like that in there. Down in the bottom there's a small vent hole, a bit like this one, that we ran in a plug system that's made for a tent or camping, so it's like its own unit. And that was when we did want to hook up. So I'll show you in there. So these are really big cupboards, and then this one has got an emergency cut-off. Well, not an emergency cut-off, sorry. It's got a cut-off for the gas. So at night you could turn that and the gas isn't going towards the oven. So if the oven created some sort of leak, you know that it's not going to be leaking. All the gas pipe in there for the oven is all brand new when we got her fixed, and the oven was serviced. So, the thing with being winter is everything gets a little bit expanded, so you just have to bang that over, and under here is a little flip out, so you get extra work surface. And I quite often used to leave that up with the kettle ready to go. Grill works, oven works, but I haven't used it because it probably could do with another service before the oven being used, because it doesn't get very hot. On the low it's alright, but it doesn't get very hot. But the 2-burner and the grill works fine. That's a little gift, which is absolutely gorgeous. And in here is the sink, and it did have a foot pump coming through a hole down here, but the foot pump was a much later addition and wasn't very nice. Take it out. All the curtains are original 1970s fabric that was found in a loft that had been imported from Africa, and it's absolutely beautiful fabric, and it's been backed with dim out, so it's nice and dark in here. The beautiful wallpaper is also 1970s or late 60s, and there's extra of that to repaper the door, because the door was unfortunately papered before I painted the outside, which was probably a bit of a silly idea, but never mind. We learn as we go along, don't we? And yeah, and then in the bottom here we popped a battery and then ran our phones from that. But yeah, she's a very, very special van. We absolutely love her, and it's going to be a real wrench to see her go. So long, Daisy, and thanks for all the memories.